recognize it yet, but you are already on the path. Not a path of certainty, but a path of discovery. A path few recognize, and fewer still choose. Some call it chaos, others never see it at all. But those who do begin to notice something different. Patterns, signals, fragments of something larger. This is one of them. What if everything you touched turned to gold? Imagine it for a moment. Every object, every surface, every possession instantly transformed into something of immense value. At first, it sounds like power. There was once a king who was given this very gift, King Midas. He desired wealth beyond measure, and when offered a wish, he asked for a single thing, that everything he touched would turn to gold. At first, the gift appeared perfect. Midas touched stone, it became gold. He touched furniture, it became gold. His palace filled with wealth. His power seemed limitless. Midas did not ask how much was enough. He did not define an end. He simply continued, touching more, turning more, gathering more. But a pursuit without an end point never pauses. Then the problem began. Midas reached for food. It turned to gold. He reached for drink. It hardened in his hands. What once sustained him became unusable. He tried to be careful, to touch less, to manage the power. But the gift did not respond to intention. It responded only to contact, and contact could not be avoided. Then came the final realization. The things he valued most could not be protected. What he loved was at risk. Connection, life, meaning, all could be turned into lifeless gold. At this point, Midas faced a choice: continue accumulating or abandon the gift. For the first time, he saw clearly. More was no longer better. More had become loss. The curse was never the golden touch. The curse was the absence of an end. Midas never asked, how much is enough? Without that question, his wish had no boundary. And without boundaries, every gift becomes dangerous. Define your limits before your desires define them for you. Wealth without an endpoint becomes burden. Success without direction becomes obsession. Knowledge without purpose becomes excess. The power to gain more must be guided by the wisdom to stop. For those who never decide what is enough, even gold becomes a curse. But those who understand their limits transform desire into something far uncovered. Most will overlook them, some will notice, and a few will begin to understand. The path continues. If you are paying attention, you will find the next